Do you understand?
No, big brother.
Kindly determine the occupants of the loft this week.
Loft this.
Fire. Tonight, there is only one thing for you to conspire about. Who to save from the opposing team. Abby,
Yes, big brother.
your veto power allows you to influence the outcome of tonight's nominations. You have saved Bells and Blutopia. You must now replace them with 3 members from your team.
So, guys, you know, Big Brother had already told this housemates that their performance within a week would determine whether their prize pot money, which is 100 million naira, will be intact or it will be subtracted. 5 million will be subtracted from it. Yes. So this week, after the live eviction show, Big Brother actually played a video of how some of the housemates disobeyed his rules in the house, especially microphone. A lot of them had microphone infringements. A lot of them. And some of them were speaking in their local dialects. And you know, Big Brother has already made mention that if you want to speak your local dialect, speak it, but make sure you translate it into English. Most of them, especially Blutopia, was a culprit of that. So Big Brother played that video for them to see how they disobeyed his rules throughout the week. So because of that, although they performed very well, won their wager and did everything very well, he says they can't do something well and then disobey his rules. So because of that, 5 million naira 5 million naira have been deducted from their prize money. So now their prize money currently is at 95 million naira. So hi ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back to my channel once again. Wherever you are, I greet you, and don't forget to subscribe if it is your first time chancing this video, and also like the videos as well. Whatever you think about my videos, don't hesitate to comment, write your thoughts in the comment section, right? So now there's a lot to talk about, from Nomy's stubbornness to Nature's exit to head of house games to those who had immunity, live nominations. There is a lot to talk about. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, watch till the end so you can get the insight and everything that happened in Big Brother's house from the since the live eviction show till the head of house game, so and then the live nomination. So now let me get straight into it. So we all know that Kamsi have been evicted from the Big Brother's house. So she's the third housemate to leave the Big Brother's house. So the second week saw 2 housemates, Martins and Mercedes, leave. Then the third week, it's only Kamsi who have been evicted. So when the votes came out, they were the 3 bottom housemates were Gerald, Araga, and Kamsi. And Kamsi was the lowest, so she was the only one that was evicted from the house. So later, after the live eviction show, Nurture, the head of house for the third week, opted for a voluntary exit. So she has exited the Big Brother house, guys. And it is sad. All viewers, and personally, I was so sad. I was even brought to tears. Some of the housemates couldn't accept that fact that this lady left the house on a high note. She was actually winning almost everything because her week was successful, although she was stressful. So guys, let's wish her well wherever she finds herself after the Big Brother show. So now let's move on to talk about the most influential housemate for the week, which was Saltex. The housemate voted Saltex as the most influential housemate for the week, and he was awarded by Bet Power for, there was a wheel where he spinned and he revealed his results, his number from an envelope where he picked the number 3, and then the envelope, what content was in the envelope was what he won for the week, and it was an iPad. So Chimsom Chuka, who was the previous player of the week, also won a laptop from bet power. So there was a little altercation between Tram and Abby, right? And it was chaotic, and we didn't even see how it was just like tempests were high, and that was because Kamsi had exited, and then Tram came into the locker room and saw her things unpacked, and he made a comment that, oh, this baby is so confident, so she didn't pack her things, and Abby just took it out of proportion and started shouting and insulting him that he didn't have. Why must he say that? The lady has the right to have faith. If she thought she wouldn't be evicted and she left her things, there's nothing wrong with that. So they went about insulting each other, and we never saw that Abby and Tram would be on each other's necks like that yesterday. So just after that, Nature took her exit, and then that was when they had a big brother called one of the housemates to come for the wager brief. So during the wager brief, Sheba actually went to the diary room for the wager brief. So she read it to the housemates, who were actually very silent. For the first time, these housemates sat still to listen to whatever was read to them, and nobody asked any question because they were all shocked and surprised of Nature's voluntary exit. So that was during the brief reading. It was stated that the house will be put into two groups. So this week, we'll be seeing wager presentation from two different groups, right? So a box was passed around, and housemates were supposed to pick some balls from the box. So two housemates who had balls, numbers written on their balls, will be the two people that will actually come up and choose other housemates to be in their team. So it's like Kivo and who I can't actually remember very well. One other housemate, they had the balls with the numbers on it, so they went ahead to choose their teammates. So this is Kivo's teammates. Abby, Sheba, Flora, Oyin, Barry, Araga, Ricky, Aiku, and Yusuf are actually in Kivo's group. Now, the second group is Chimsom Chuka, Nomy, Kasi, Tram, Temi Nkem, Godessa, Bells, Bluetopia, Saltex, and Gerald. They are also in the second group. So now we have two groups who will be working towards their wager presentation for this Thursday. So that was it. And then housemates went about, sat down. The groups actually went, the other group went to the garden. The one group also sat in the lounge to discuss about the wager presentation and the props they will be needing, because Big Brother will be they'll be presenting whatever they will need for their presentation to Big Brother to provide for them. So it was during one of the discussions when Abby and Araga also just had some little altercation, and Abby got upset that she would not be participating in the group again. So they came to a conclusion that then now there will be 9 people. There are 9 in the group. They were supposed to be 10. Since Abby took herself out, they will now be 9. So I think later on they resolved that issue, and then that was it. But we all know, if you did not know, now let me brief you on that, because before the live eviction shows, Ricky actually spoke to Yusuf about if he survives the live eviction show, one of the things he'll be doing in the house this week is to chase after Abby. He doesn't care whether Abby is married or not, so he will shoot his shot with Abby, and he knows very well that he's likely to succeed or not to succeed. So that was what we were expecting Ricky to do, or we are expecting Ricky to do in this week, since he survived eviction. So head of house games also, housemates went in for the head of house games, and Abby emerged the winner. It was actually an interesting game to play. It was all about the memory, because it was from forming puzzles to building puzzles and coloring to the final round, which was a memory game where a picture was provided for both Abby and Chimsom Chuka, who qualified to the finals, to look at the images on the drawing board for some few seconds. Then they were allowed to go to their separate boards, which were facing, they were facing each other opposite, they were opposite each other, right? So they had to look at the image for a few seconds and go there. and draw. So they had another chance, just one more chance, to come back to the image to look at it for just 10 seconds and go back and complete their drawing. So Abby was the fastest. She finished. She was able to draw most of the things she saw, and then Chimsom could not draw most of the things. So Big Brother just burst him out, and then Abby was the winner. But the most surprising thing and most shocking and interesting thing that happened that kept me so happy today was that something happened during the head of house games in the arena that was so amazing. Before I go to that, please do not forget to subscribe and like my videos as well. Thank you very much. Now let me go into what I was trying to talk about. Now, we all know that this season, when the head of house wins, they will now pick a housemate who will enjoy the head of house, the former head of house loft, which was supposed to be for the head of house. So now this season, the head of house will choose a paper, and any housemate that name is on the paper will be the one to enjoy the loft with another housemate that they choose to join them. So, Big Brother gave Abby the go ahead to pick, and then she picked Nomy. Guys, even before she picked, Big Brother announced to Nomy that she will be retaining the bench warmer for this week. And Big Brother now asked Nomy, do you understand? She said, no, I do not understand, Big Brother. This girl's stubbornness continues to build every week and every day. What else are we expecting to see from Nomy again? I'm sure she's killing her fans. She's giving her fans heartbreaks and heart attacks. Yeah, so that is Nomy for you. So her name was chosen. We all know she enjoyed the loft earlier because Cassie's name was chosen by Sheba, and Cassie chose Nomy to enjoy the loft with him. So she has already been in the loft. So today was her lucky day, and one of the most important people in her life in Big Brother's house right now is Abby, who is her closest friend in the house for now. Won the head of house, went to pick the paper. Unfortunately, it was her name that was picked. Now, Big Brother asked Nomy, do you accept? She said no. She will not enjoy the loft. She doesn't like the loft. So Big Brother asked Abby to go back again and pick another paper. She picked, and it was Barry. Another surprise coming, right, guys? Just keep on watching and listen to what I have to say. Because when Abby chose Barry, let me play you back to the live eviction show when Ebuka asked Araga whether he trusts Barry, and he says he doesn't see Barry. He doesn't know who Barry is in the Big Brother house. He said that. So we were thinking, oh, it could cause some kind of rift between them after the live eviction show, but we didn't see that. And again, when the groups were formed for the wager tax, these two found themselves in one group. They are in Kivo's group, right? So the brotherhood bond in Big Brother's house this season is very strong, because what Araga said about Barry in the previous seasons that we've watched, we know very well that after the live eviction show, we would have seen drama. But Barry took it lightly, and he didn't say anything about it. So Barry now was asked by Ebuka. Ebuka asked Araga whether he trusts Barry, right? And do you know why Ebuka asked that question? You might not know, but this is the main reason why Ebuka asked the question, because for 2 weeks or a full week now, we've seen Godessa all over Barry, trying to make Barry to ask her out or ask her to be her girlfriend. It got to a extent where Barry told her that, but you are with this guy. We have a bro code. I can't come in when another brother of mine is already there. And she checked her fingers and told him that if he can see very well, her fingers do not have any ring on it. So it means nobody has tied her down. So we know she was flirting with Barry all throughout the week. So it is in normal, how do I even put it? It is right that Barry chooses her to enjoy the loft with her and him. So Barry's name was picked by Abby. Barry then chose Godessa. And guess what Godessa said? She was seated right beside Araga. She got her big brother. Big brother asked her, Godessa, do you accept? Everybody was shocked because nobody saw Barry. Nobody thought Barry could be brave enough to choose Godessa, knowing very well that the girl has someone she's seeing in the house. So Godessa now gave her answer and said, no. Yes, Godessa said no, she will not be going to the loft. So we had two Loft rejections in the arena today. One from Nomy, who said no, and then the second one from Godessa, who also said no. So Barry went ahead and chose Blutopia, who was so excited to accept to enjoy the Loft with Barry. So that is what happened in the arena, right? So now, Big Brother now brought another twist. You know, Big Brother is keeping this season so interesting, guys. When we thought the season would have been dull, it is not dull at all, because Big Brother is keeping it spicy and keeping us glued to our scenes. Big Brother now made an announcement that since the head of house, Abby, performed very well and won the immunity for herself, she has extended that immunity to the whole team, her whole team. The team in which she is, which is the Kivo team, which comprises of Kivo, Shiba, Flora, Oyin, Barry, Araga, Ricky, Aiku, and Yusuf. They've all gained immunity in addition to the head of house, Abby. Now the housemates were jumping with joy. They were very happy because Abby won head of house and she's in their team, and now all of them are saved from evictions, right? Now they did not know what is coming next. So when they went back into the house, Big Brother asked the team that has immunity to go in for their, what's the word again? What's the word again? What's the word again? Alliance. Oh. So the winning team, Abby's winning team, are given the opportunity to conspire and select and save two housemates from their opposing team, which is the other team, right? So they went in and had their conspiracy. They decided to save Bells and Blutopia from the other opposing team, right? So some of them went in there and decided to choose different people. They went to Big Brother, you know, because their team won and they are the ones who conspired to save two people from the opposing team. They were the only team members that was called by Big Brother to nominate the people that they agreed on or they conspired to save. So when they went to the room, people saved different people aside the conspiracy that they are, because they conspired that they will be saving Bells and Blutopia. Someone like Shiba went in there and saved Tram and someone else. Tram and Winge is saved again. She went in there and saved Tram and someone else. Yes. So some of the housemates in that group did not actually abide by the conspiracy that they agreed on. Yes. So now when they now finished, Big Brother called the head of house. She was the last person to go. So now she was also called to save two people. And she saved Bells and Blutopia. Now Big Brother told her that since they conspired to save Bells and Blutopia from the opposing team, the veto power she has this week to use is to replace those people she saved, to replace them by 3 people from her group that everybody was supposed to enjoy, in which all her members were supposed to enjoy immunity. She's now supposed to choose 3 people from her group who are already immune to now replace the opposing team 2 members that they saved. Guys, the twist was amazing. So Abby went ahead to choose Yusuf from her group, Araga from her group, and Aiko from her group to replace the two that they saved from the opposing team. So now Araga, Yusuf, and Aiku are supposed to be nominated for evictions in addition to the opposing team members who are not saved, right? So now Big Brother asked her to keep it a secret. As I speak to you now, those housemates think they have immunity from their group. Meanwhile, they are up for eviction. So Big Brother asked the head of house to keep it as a secret and make sure she doesn't discuss it with any other person. We all know on Sunday, Big Brother will be asking her to reveal her veto power and how she used it. We all know that is what will happen. Aiku's selection is just a waste because as at now, housemates do not know who is a gambit and who is not. So choosing Aiku is a waste. And I think some of the housemates should be very lucky that she had overlooked some of them and chose Aiku. So automatically it's just 2 people that she replaced, not 3. Guys, sorry. I forgot to mention that Abby was in the finals with Chimsom Chuka, right? I already mentioned that. And because Chimsom Chuka was the only player from the other team to play the head of house games and move all the way to the finals, he was also given an immunity by Big Brother to be the best performer from his group. So he has immunity for this week, and he will be the leader of his group throughout this week. Yes, so that is the twist Big Brother brought again. So he was very happy for that. So now during the live nominations, we saw Nomy standing in front of the diary room. She wanted to see Big Brother. She stood there for some time. So Big Brother told her that Big Brother told all housemates that they are getting ready to for their live nominations, and then told Nomy that she will be called upon later. So instead of Nomy going to join the other housemates in the lounge, Nomy decided to climb to the top. As to what she was going to do, nobody knows. So this girl's stubbornness deserves me to sit down and make a whole video about it so that we understand how she found herself in this situation. So in my next video, I'll be talking about Nomy. So don't forget to subscribe and like the videos as well. Now, I've seen that a lot of people are watching my videos and I'm not seeing any comments. Guys, when you watch the videos, whatever thoughts you have, if you've been watching the show, if you've not been watching the show too, the updates I give you, what are some of your takeaways and what do you think about some of the things I say? Please let me see all that, or write all that in the comment sections. Thank you very much and see you in my next video. Bye.